What's up, everybody? It's Winning Wednesday. Okay, there we go. I think we're back. It's Winning Wednesday. I'm trying to pull up the chat so I know where y'all dropping in from. How y'all doing today? It's Winning Wednesday. Let me pull up this chat. What's going on, everybody? If you were on the challenge, what day is this? Today is day 9 on the challenge, steps and reps. Are you getting your steps and your reps, 10,000 steps? Let me go ahead and ask the people that's in this room right now. Y'all getting y'all steps and y'all reps? What y'all doing?
I would say so.
You getting yourselves 10,000 steps a day. 10,000 steps a day. That is the challenge that we are in right now, is 10,000 steps a day. 10,000 steps and 100 reps. And you can choose the reps that you want. So it could be 25 abs, 25 squats, 25 biceps. It could be all 100 of the same. It could be 100 of the same thing. But it's 10,000 steps and 100 reps every single day.
10,000.
10,000. So that's about over 5 miles. That's about 5 miles, 5.5 miles. That's what it is.
I got 2,000.
You got 2,000 steps so far. Oh, that's good. So you got 2,000 steps so far. And it could be combined. It could be at one time, right? So I've been doing mine at the park in one setting.
Yeah.
Oh, throughout the week?
No, 10,000? For a day.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, you mean like throughout the day?
Yeah, you got to get 10,000 steps a day. So that's doable, right?
Yeah.
That's doable.
It's kind of
hard. It's kind of up there. It is up there.
Getting up early.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing mine, and I'm telling you, it takes me an hour and a half.
Yeah.
To get them straight. It takes an hour and a half.
You can't get up at 9 o'clock and do it.
Petty. Do you hear me? So petty. Y'all don't even know how petty this man is for doing that, for saying that. It's so petty. So how y'all doing? It's Winning Wednesday. Good to see y'all. We have a live studio audience today because we are filming the show. We are filming for the next couple of weeks. Can I just tell y'all how proud I am? Tomorrow, Vault Empowers talks 10 a.m. Eastern, our 100th episode. Like, what? 100 episodes. I am so proud of that because most people do not get to 7 episodes. They don't get to 7, they quit. So to get to 100 episodes is just that extra fuel to the fire that says, don't stop, Brandi, just keep going. We crossed over 1,000 videos on the YouTube channel, and most people that I've watched as creators, they said that they saw the biggest change, right? The shift happened. They had to have at least 1,000 videos up, right? So like the biggest shift is like when that 1,000 video happened. We're almost at 200,000 subscribers. We're almost at 200,000 subscribers. So I'm super excited about that. And we are heading into our 100th episode. 100 episode. I cannot believe it. I really cannot believe it. I don't know why our internet is not. There we go. I got some internet now. So I'm excited about that. Funny Marco is on the show tomorrow for the 100th episode. Funny Marco. And y'all, I mean, and okay, Brandi, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place with this live today. Um, Here's the thing that's why I'm excited about Funny Marco. Because I was not I was not expecting him to deliver what he delivers in this episode. I was thinking that Funny Marco was going to come on here, and if you're familiar with Funny Marco, um, I want you to know. Let me go ahead and shout y'all out. Latrice, Kansas City, Missouri's in the building. Ohio's in the building. Good to see y'all today. They said they're healing from ankles. We got Seattle up in the building. Life is lifing. Life is living. We got all the things. So shout out to everybody. I'm so glad y'all are here. I have to tell y'all, Funny Marco is going to be on the show tomorrow. And if you're familiar with his platform, he does this like blank stare thing. You know, he done had Nicki Minaj, Kevin Hart, all these different people who he just makes. Sometimes like he make you look a little dumb. Like you like, well, what? Do I look stupid? Am I smart? Like what's going on? So I was really thinking that Funny Marco was going to be on that when he came on the show. And when I tell y'all he was Marco Summers, I was pleasantly surprised. I was not expecting um um he surprised the heck. He really surprised me. He was crying. He didn't cry. He cried on the show 2 times. He cried on the show. So I can't wait for y'all to watch it. I saw him on a post on the Shade Room like a few days ago, and I saw him with his daughter Island, who was here the day he taped, and I was just like, I just love Funny Marco. I just really loved him. So I'm really excited that he is our 100th episode. So go ahead. I am in the chat, y'all. So I got one phone. I got my phone up, but I got my tablet up for the chat. So I'm ready to chat, y'all. Y'all know y'all be dropping these comments in and your girl be with y'all. But it took me a minute to get here, but we here. So how y'all doing today? I want to know how y'all are doing on this challenge of 10,000 steps and 100 reps. I'm going to tell y'all, it has been hard as hell for me to get 10,000 steps in. Like, I've been working my behind off to get these 10,000 steps in. Like, when I tell y'all, yesterday, I didn't even have the time to get the rest of the steps in. I got to like maybe 8,000 steps, but I had to go. I had to go do something else. So I was like, well, if these 2,000 steps catch me in the process, then great. But I ain't had a time, like it was just a lot. I'm like, this is a lot of dedication. But then y'all know what I was really excited about in doing this challenge with the steps is I got a weighted vest. How do you know that you are an over 40 middle-aged woman walking the streets of any park or trail? You have on a weighted vest. If you see a woman in a weighted vest, she's probably over 40. Okay, just know that when you see her in a weighted vest, when you see a man in a weighted vest while y'all walking around the park, just know that they're probably over 40 years old, because all the midlife people, all the conversations about wear your weighted vest, get your steps. So I was trying to avoid it because I didn't want to look like the old middle-aged woman at the park, who had her vest on. Because when you look at the people at the park, y'all, everybody got their vest on. Like, and it's really like older white women. They always have their vest on, right? And I was like, I'm not fucking giving into this. I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not gonna have on a vest. I have on a vest, y'all. And let me tell y'all, I was like a kid on Christmas when I got that vest from Amazon. I was so excited to pull that vest out. It was like a shiny new fucking package. I was like at the park, like, I got a vest. Let me tell y'all, I feel a difference in that vest already. I feel a difference. Like, I have been wearing that thing every day on my walks. And when I tell you, your girl waistline about to be snatched, okay? I'm about to be fine, okay? It's like crazy. I'm about to get it. So I'm so excited about that, my weighted vest. And I had to come on here today because I said I have to be consistent. I was telling my team, about why I missed the week before last before I went out to Vegas. And they were just stunned. I can't tell the story on camera because, like I said, last week it's not my story to tell. But when Carly or BJ is ready to tell the story, y'all will know. But y'all, when I tell y'all what I see in my life is the major change, the major disruptor for everything in my life is consistency. We have not been able to get to 100 episodes. I have not been able to see any results in my personal life, in my fitness, in anything without me being consistent. So for everybody who is watching, we talk about it is Winning Wednesday. You already know the vibes. On Wednesdays, we win. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to lock in and get consistent, because the only way you are going to see results in your life, whether it's personally, whether it's professionally, whether it's financially, whether it's spiritually, you are going to have to become consistent. And I'm not talking about perfection every day, because I didn't drag my ass around that park multiple days, dragging. I was like, "Ooh, child, somebody needs to push me." I had to tell myself to pick my feet up. I was like, "Oh, pick your feet up, girl. You was walking like you ain't got no purpose." But I've had to tell myself that. So it's not about perfection, that you get it great every time or you get it right every time. It's a matter of fact that you show up every single time. It's about you showing up day in and day out. Every workout you're not going to crush every workout. Every workout is not going to be your best. You're not hitting your PRs every single day. That ain't it. The real personal record is how you show up every single day. When you want to stay in the bed, when I want to lay in the bed at 5:45 in the morning, when I want to lay in the bed at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I decide to get up. It's a matter of you choosing to do the hard thing. And most people forget that you were wired to do hard things. You just want the easy way out. I need y'all to drop in the chat. So tell me who's doing the challenge. If you're on the challenge, I want you to drop it in the chat. If you are having moments where you are struggling with your consistency, I want you to drop it in the chat. I want you to let me know what's going on. Some of y'all are like, I don't know, what do the purple crowns mean on YouTube when they have like purple crowns? What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, so the chat is now unstuck. Here we go. Miss T Baby said, "Lord, I just got me a vest." You just got your vest, girl. Let me say this. She said, "Oh, so the vest really works." The vest works, y'all. The vest work. Carmen said, "I walk with my weighted vest every afternoon." Miss Jacqueline Glass said, "Consistency." Boom. Here's the thing. Like the only thing that works is the work. The only thing that works is the work. Like I wrote this on the post. The work works. Like you can't outskip it. And I think everybody, wants the easy way, but you can't get out of the work. I told y'all last week, my little cousin, when we was in Vegas and she was sitting up here, I told her last week, I said, "Oh, you made Winning Wednesday." She said, "Oh my God, I did. I need to go rewatch it. I need to go watch it." I said, "Now you might not be happy with the story I shared." And she said, "Why?" I said, "Yeah, because you said, Brandi, I don't need accountability. I need the will." Right. So last week I was talking to y'all about the will. You got to have a will. Somebody got to give you some will. You ain't going to win. If I got to give you will, I can hold you accountable. I can say, "Hey, what's up? What we doing today? We working out, you move your body," but I can't give you the will. If somebody has to give you will, you don't want to win. And so in order to push the wheel forward, it's just putting one step in front of the other. It's about you getting consistent every single day. It's about set the alarm clock and get up. It's about let me make sure I set the same time every single day for me to go work out. I eat pretty much the same thing every single day. That's a part of it, right? And we think that there's some magic pill. We think that we're going to buy somebody program and they're going to give us some magical recipe for us to win and see results. No, the results is in the work. You have got to be driven by the results so much that every single day you say, "This is my non-negotiable." Every single morning, I have a non-negotiable. 7 a.m. I'm in the gym training. Period. I don't know what else am I doing with my morning. I'm driven by the results. Why else would I be doing something else in the morning? You have to become consistent. You have to be so locked in. My trainer, the other day, he was talking to me on Monday and he was like, I can really see that your body is tightening up. Like your body is really tightening up. Like, walk me through what you're eating. And so I'm talking to him about what I'm eating. And I said, I said, Rock, I said, I really, the scale is not moving. I said, I'm staying like consistently like 165 to 168. I said, that's how I fluctuate. I said, it's not moving. I thought it was moving for that month and a half, 2 months, it was moving. Scale was going down. The scale has stopped. And so it was getting me a little frustrated because in my mind, I had this idea of this is the weight I want to be. I want to be 160. I want to be 155. I feel best at that weight. And the thing Rock told me the other day, he was like, at this age that you are right now, he was like, I don't need you worried about the scale. He said, I need you worried about how your clothes fit. Because when you look at that scale and say, okay, if I'm 165, this is how my clothes fit. This is how you're going to gauge, right? You see how your body is shaping up. You see how your body is transforming. I need you to be locked in on that. Don't worry about so much about what that scale says. All right. So for my people out there who are like, I'm not really seeing the scale move. Miss Patrice, shout out to Miss Patrice out of Chicago, who sends me a picture almost every day of her scale. And she is now at 140. When we started the challenge in May, I think she was about 148, 150. That she was like, then she got down to 145. Then she got down to 140. And she said, because y'all know, she said, look, I done broke up with 148. I go with 145 real bad. Then she said, I'm about to break up with 145. And now she all in love with 140. And so she's watching those numbers go down. But for somebody who trains every single day and lifts very heavy like I do, you might not see that on the scale, right? You might not see that shift on the scale. And you might feel like, well, am I working? You are working. You are working. I'm trying to keep up with this chat, y'all. Because it's not like updating. So I just need y'all to know. All of y'all talking about Miss Valerie said the results are in the work. Trying to be consistent, did a workout in yoga this morning because my mental be needing as well, be having a lot on my plate. DJ says she has a lot on her plate. Here's the thing about us having a lot on our plates. Life is gonna life, right? Life is going to life. Things are going to happen. Things are going to get in the way. There are going to be things that we have no control over. And here's what I'm going to tell you for life gets in the way. Create your list of non-negotiables. There is a certain time of day that has to be your time, and that's a non-negotiable. We can say we have a bunch of stuff on the plate, but guess what? Between the hours of 6 to 9 in the morning, who calling me? Who needs to know? That's my time, right? So when we talk about, I know that after 9 o'clock, my plate is going to be extra full. I know that it's going to be full with other people's needs, me being accountable to other people, me having to work for other people, work through things, do all the things that are happening. But I know that there is some non-negotiable time that nobody can call and ask me about, that nobody can ask to put on my calendar, that nobody can ask to put they space in there. No, my time is my time. And so for DJ, I'm going to say, I really want you to create that non-negotiable time for yourself so that you don't feel so overwhelmed that you don't have enough to give yourself at the end of the day. Create it on the front end of your day so that if you need a yoga class or you need a workout for your mental, create that in the front part of your day so that nobody has access to it. And then you can then start to add those other things on the plate later. Okay. Digital Jada then checked in, building muscle, losing fat. Unless it's in the in-body scan, the scale is almost pointless. The results are in the work. I think, I will not say, Jada, that the scale is pointless because some of y'all need to get y'all ass on the scale. Can I just go ahead and say it? Let me go ahead and say that. Jada is 20 something years old. So she all right with not getting on the scale. Some of y'all need to get your ass on the scale. Okay, let me go ahead and say that. Because some of y'all been avoiding the scale. Some of y'all been, every time you see a scale, like, y'all running from the scale. Not a scale, not a number. Some of y'all need to get on the scale Some of y'all gonna have to see just what y'all credit report look like. Okay, that scale is your credit report. Okay, let's go ahead and put it like that. The scale is your credit report. Now you know how in the credit report it be like poor, fair, good, excellent. Some of y'all know y'all poor, you know. So when you get on that scale, it lets you know you in the red. You're not in green, you're not in yellow. Okay, you're not in orange. Okay, you are you you need to get on the scale so you can check some numbers. Some of y'all need to check numbers. Some of y'all oblivious to what's going on, and y'all not getting on no scale. Y'all need to know how much you weigh. And then you want this man to come along and what? Pick you up? He can't pick you up. You you 250 pounds. That man can't pick you up. You want that man to pick you up, carry you across the threshold? Stop it. Stop these fairy tale games. You can't ask that. You can't ask that. So, and then for all my people, somebody, because they're going to get in the comments wheel. I already know they're going to say 250 pounds. Bitch, that's my weight. Okay. They're going to say, that's me. I am. And I don't know if you are 6'8". If you are a woman and you are 6'5", you are 6'8", 250 pounds. Okay. Sounds like you should be all right if you 6'5". But if you're 5'5", and you weigh 250 pounds, you know you wrong. You out there in the deep. You are out there in the deep, and we want you to come back. Listen, we want you to come back. Okay, we want you to scale some of that back. So for Jada saying the scale is pointless, some of y'all need to get on the scale so we can just see what is the range that we in. Y'all know when y'all watch 600 Pound Life and Dr. Now, and they get on the scale and they be like, what have you been eating? I don't eat nothing. I don't have no appetite. He be like, well, you eating something? He said, you eating something? Everything that you do in private is gonna show up in public. Don't tell me you don't snack. Okay. You look like you be snacking. Don't tell me, oh, I don't eat that Brandi. I don't eat bad. I eat healthy. Okay. Discipline has receipts. Okay. Discipline has receipts. So for everybody saying what they don't do, what you do is going to show up when I walk in the room. What I do shows up when I walk in the room. What Jada's going to do is going to show up when she walks in the room. What Will is going to do is going to show up when he walks in the room. Everything that we do, how we choose to live our lives, shows up with us. We don't pick it up and put it down when we want to. It walks along with us. And so I want you to get into the habit of knowing that everything that I do is going to find its way up and out. Right? So if I'm sitting in my car eating Zaxby's every day, guess what? It's going to show up that I sit up in my car and I eat Zaxby's every day. If I go get a large Chick-fil-A lemonade every single day, guess what? It's going to start to show up that I drink a large Chick-fil-A lemonade every single day. Right? Our actions always have consequences. Our choices always come with a cause and effect. And I don't want us to think that we can walk around here and not know what is happening with ourselves and be oblivious to what is happening and expect to get results. You have got to walk in that power. I'm 216 Goddess said, go Goddess, I'm just joining what we talking about. You'll catch up. I see. She said, I'm 4'11", 120. I'm tiny. Well, 216 Goddess. For all my bigger sisters in the chat, we got it. You 4'11", 120. You tiny. Our bigger sisters, they ain't got that story. Our bigger sisters don't have that story. Celeste said, I really like the idea of scheduling your workouts. Great tips. I've been winging it. We are not winging it in this season. All right. We are not winging it. We have gotten to these big ages and we think we can still do the same stuff we was doing in our 20s. Cut it out. I cannot do the same. When I was in my 20s, me and Carly used to do the master cleanse. Y'all remember the master cleanse was real high. Remember when Beyonce was getting ready for Dream Girls? Everybody was on the master cleanse. The water, the cayenne, the maple syrup, the lemon. Me and Carly used to do that 3 days. Body tight. Oof, I ain't ate in 3 days. Now I don't eat for 3 days. I'm just a bitch and I'm hungry. I'm mad. I'm hangry. I'm showing up with attitude because I got a headache because I'm hungry. Okay. Now it ain't no fun. Okay, because I can't do that no more. So what do I have to do? I don't have time to be sitting here trying to starve myself for 3 days. So what do I need to do? I need to eat right. I need to eat right. I need to make better choices. Okay. I need to eat my fruits and vegetables. Okay. That's what I need to be doing. So we're not winging it in this season because we want to see results. Remember, we can go back to the May challenge. Winging it ain't working, right? Winging it does not help you win. Have you ever met a champion? Have you ever seen a championship team? Have you talked to a LeBron, a Kobe, a Michael Jordan, a Steph Curry? None of them Negroes is out there winging it when they get on that court. Ain't nobody winging it because they're winners. And so because they're winners, they're strategic. They plan. They have a routine. They have a daily set of things that they do day in and day out. It's because they are winners. And so if you want to see results in your life, you are going to have to get to the point where you say, I no longer want to wing it. Because every time I wing it, I don't win. Every time I wing it, I'm at the drive-through. Every time I wing it, I say, I'm too tired. I don't want to go work out today. Every time I wing it, I'm out here like, a cheat day, a cheat meal, a cheat week, a cheat month. You make too many concessions when you're winging it. But when you know that you want to win, guess what? I already got my meals. I already got my snacks. I'm already ready. I got my water. I'm already ready. I already worked out. First thing I did this morning. So when the day starts happening and life gets to life and you get the phone call from the kids' school, and now you got to go over here and damn, I got to go send that package off to FedEx. And now I got caught up over here in the line at Publix and Walmart ain't had no checkout. And I was over here in the Target when I was supposed to be boycotting. I was over there in the Target, okay? Right? So you got all these things that happen when you could have said, I'm no longer going to wing it. I'm going to win my day. And in order to win your day, you got to start off. You got to start off with it, right? All the things are going to happen. All the things are going to happen. Patrice said, I'm doing Dr. Bobby Price's detox for 21 days and only eating watermelon. I'm 2 weeks in. Wow, that is wonderful. Will's face up in here just went. He was like, 2 weeks only water. I love that for you. I love that. Another one of my friends sent me a text message this morning. One of my super friends sent me a text message like, because of your show, I'm on this dang on detox. Sends me a picture of the detox and said, and I'm doing raw vegan while I'm doing that. I love that. I'm so glad that we can be a catalyst, to get you to move in a direction. I told y'all when I did Dr. Bobby's cleanse the first time, I dropped weight. That first week, that weight just came off of me. Like my clothes were literally falling off of me. I look so thin. So thin. Listen, so I don't want us to continue to wing it. I want us to get a plan. I want us to get a plan. Michelle said winning every day, every way. Only person with wings is Maxwell. I don't know where that came from, but I got you, girl. Listen, Maxwell looking fine. He said, listen, he be out here dating Janet Jackson. He just got photographed with Janet Jackson. Listen, sounds like a win for me. Okay, I understand it. So we're not winging it in this season because we want to win. All right, so we're gonna have a plan and we're gonna set 1 hour. I want y'all to drop this in the chat. For everybody who is watching, I want you to drop it in the chat. 4%. So for all my people who are on the challenge, you haven't been on no challenge, you ain't even thinking about a challenge, here's what I want you to do. If you can't get your 10,000 steps, you can't get your 100 reps, that's what we're on for the month of July, I want you to drop 4% in the chat. Everybody who is watching, I want you to drop 4% in the chat. 4% in the chat. I want you to drop 4% in the chat. Here's why I want you to drop 4% in the chat. Because I want you to be in the 4% club. I want you to be in the 4% club. 4%. I want y'all to drop 4% in the chat because I want you in the 4% club. Brandi, what is the 4% club? 4% is 1 hour of your day. 4% is 1 hour out of 24. It's 1. If you can join the 4% club, imagine where you will be this time next year. If you join the 4% club, 1 hour every single day, that's yours, that you move your body, that you said, I'm going to train, I'm going to work out, I'm going to get my Pilates, I'm going to get my yoga, I'm going to get my steps, I'm going to get my reps, I'm going to lift me some weights, I'm going to swim, I'm going to do Zumba, I'm going to do cardio, I'm going to do kickboxing, I'm going to do Taebo, I'm going to do boot camp, I'm going to do whatever for 1 hour every single day. You have now entered into the 4% club. And so the people who are willing to sacrifice 1 hour every single day for themselves, it's the non-negotiable. And so this goes back to my person in the chat who says, I've been winging it, scheduling my workouts will work. If you get in that 4% club, guess what? You're going to make sure that you give yourself 1 hour every single day. And why is it so important to give yourself that 1 hour every single day? Because you are the sole benefactor of that hour. Nobody else. It's not your husband. It's not your kids. It's not your man. It's not your girl. It's not your cousin. It's not your boss. It's not your coworker. It is all for you. What would your life look like if you said, for the next month, for the next 6 weeks, I'm going to give myself 4% every single day? 4. You're not even talking 50%. You're not talking 10%. This ain't even double digits. This is 4% of your whole day, and it goes to you. Imagine what your life could look like. That's an uptick. That's an uptick in your life. That's an uptick in your finance. That's an uptick in your productivity. That's an uptick in your body. That's an uptick in your mental health. That's an uptick in your spiritual journey, right? That is an uptick in your life because you said, I'm going to give myself 4%. The average person is not willing to give themselves 4%, and then they want to go out here and try to reap a reward that they have not put the time, the energy, and the effort to receive. The first person that you have to give to is you. And so if you are not giving to yourself, if you are not taking 1 hour of every single day, and that could be, hell, okay, maybe you work out for 30 minutes and the other part, you just sit your ass in the garage for 30 minutes. Because you like, don't y'all talk to me, because it's my hour. You go work out for 45 minutes, the next 15 minutes, you just sitting there, not saying nothing to nobody. That's your hour. You get to determine what you do with that hour, but imagine what results you will see in your life if you said, I'm going to enter into the 4% club. I'm in the 4% club. I'm in the 4%. When people talk to you, they should be like, oh, when you ask them, are you in the 4% club? Y'all gonna be out. You're gonna be like, are you in the 4% club? They're gonna say, what's the 4% club? Do you give yourself an hour every day? Because I give myself an hour every day. I give myself an hour, at least an hour every single day. That's my time. That's not negotiable. Y'all better figure out something to do and quit letting folks run you. Quit letting folks get all up under your skin because you ain't gave yourself no time. You ain't put no energy in with yourself, but yet you want somebody else to then come and give and cater to you. You don't know how to cater to you. You don't know how to give yourself love. And so now you want somebody else to give to you in a way that you're not even willing to give to yourself. You're not willing to give yourself 4%, and you want a Negro to come over here and what? Give you the world? Baby, you ain't even worth 4% to you. So when you out here getting crumbs and specks from this Negro, guess what? You got to go back and look at the record and look at the chart and look at the receipts and say, well, wait a minute, I ain't never gave myself enough. I'm on somebody's street. I'm on somebody's street. I'm on somebody's street. I already know I'm on somebody's street. You cannot ask someone to give you something that you can't give to yourself. You want somebody to spend time with you. You don't spend time with you. You want somebody to cater to you. You don't cater to you. You want somebody to love you, and you don't love what's looking back at you in the mirror. Houseway. At some point, you are going to have to enter into a club that sets you apart from everybody else so you can get the results that everybody else don't have. At some point, you're going to have to dig into yourself. You are going to have to go inside of yourself and say, wait a minute, what's the missing link here? What's the missing link? Valerie said, clock that T. Listen, clock that T. Carmen said, I hate getting up early, but I'm up at 5:30 for prayer and devotion and working out by 7:45 to start my day. It's because you understand that I got to fill my cup, that I cannot ask somebody to give to me and I'm not willing to give to myself. You got to be willing to say, wait a minute, I deserve 4%. And then y'all want to go into these churches. Y'all want to go up in these churches and have them tell y'all you got to give 10%. You ain't even gave yourself 4. And then you want to get up here and somebody going to scold you and tell you how you better give 10%. You haven't even given yourself 4. And now you over here trying to scrounge up 10% to give somebody else. You don't have it because you never worked to put it in yourself. You don't have it because you don't have the reserve in yourself. You don't have it because you've never built up that storehouse. You never built up that wheelhouse. And so you are asking somebody, I want this to be for every woman who is listening to this, who is in a space where you are like, I want a relationship and I want to be with somebody and I want to date and I want to share my life with somebody. How about you start sharing your time with you? How about you enter into the 4% club where you're willing to give yourself 1 hour every day? So when somebody comes to give you less than, you will understand, wait a minute, baby, I give myself an hour mine. That's non-negotiable. So you want to come over here and do what? Create the time and space in your life. Create the time and space in your life so that you can get the life that you want. Not the one that you got to settle for. See what happens. I was telling my friend this. My friend is 40 years old and she is dating. And when we were out the other day on Sunday, she was like, Brandi, I think I need to be more like you when it comes to dating because you just have this freedom about you and you just have fun and you don't take it too seriously. I was like, yeah, because I don't think every man is my husband, right? I don't every man that I go out with and you see me with, baby, don't worry. You probably see me around Atlanta. I'd have been with somebody around Atlanta. Okay. I done been around and sitting at a bar. I've been sitting at a table. I've been sharing a meal with somebody. Don't just automatically assume he my man. Just that we're having fun. Oh, look at Brandi out having fun. Okay. So if you see me out here in these Atlanta streets, just know Brandi having fun. But one of the things that she said to me, she was like, she said, I mean, you just have this plethora of like straight men that are around you. And I was like, well, yeah, what I'm gonna be with somebody else? What we about to do? what we about to do? Ain't no shade to my gay friends, but what we about to do? I got one that I hang out with. His name's Derek. Okay, so hey, Derek, listen, I got one. All right, but one of the things that I told her, I said, what is going to help propel you in dating at this big age? And this is for all my women over 40. For all my women over 40 who are watching this live right now. The thing that is going to help you expand your horizon in dating is you being fit. Oh, okay. They're going to be mad. They're going to be mad, Dom. They're going to be mad, Will. They're gonna be mad. They're gonna say she lying. They're gonna say, oh, she what y'all be saying? I don't know, pick Mishas or all the other stuff that y'all be saying out there. Shit, I don't know. What is gonna help all my women who over 40, and this is for the over 40s in the chat. Over 40 women in the chat. If you were single, you are wanting to date, you want to expand your horizons of what that looks like, exploring your options, you're gonna have to get fit. You're gonna have to get fit. You're gonna have to get fit. Let me say it again. You're gonna have to get fit because it's going to up the type of men you attract. It's going to expand the pool of men that you attract. So when they be sitting here like, oh, I can go out with the daddy, the son, the granddaddy, baby, you sure can. But you got to look like you can hang with any one of them in a good way. I'm gonna put my glasses down. Hang. When I say hang, some of y'all don't know how to hang. Some of y'all can't hang. Y'all can send me a DM. Y'all can send me a DM to know what I'm talking about when I say hang. Okay? Because y'all be one of these young boys and y'all can't hang. Baby, you ain't flexible. What you about to do with him? Leave him alone. Everybody about to be pissed off. Okay? Everybody about to be mad. Okay? You can't even touch your toes. Okay? I think there we go. So here's the deal. I think it went frozen for a second. But I want you all to get fit so that you don't feel like you have to settle for any old thing, right? Because when we think about getting fit, why is this so important? It makes us feel better. It makes us walk better. We walk with a different air when we got a fit body, right? We walk better when we feel good about ourselves, when we got that confidence, when we feel like I look good in my clothes. You have a different air about yourself. So that confidence is not just being read by you, that confidence is being read by all these other people that you are attracting, all these other spaces that you go in. They see a confident woman, right? Now there's gonna be somebody who's like, girl, I'm big and I'm confident, baby. You might be. I love that for you. I love that for you. I love a BBW. Like, that's great. That's wonderful. But everybody don't want that. And I want you to look at the man that you want. I want us to be real. Because my dad told one of my brother's girlfriends this, and it rings true. She said she wanted to be a surgeon. I've told y'all this story a gazillion times. God rest her soul. She wanted to be a surgeon. She said she wanted to be a surgeon. Now, she had pink, purple hair. I don't know what color hair. She had all these nose rings and tattoos. And my dad said, oh, you want to be a what? He said, no, what doctor? Google the type of doctor you want to be. Google the type of doctor right now. He was standing in the kitchen. Google the type of doctor you want to be. Pull up their picture. Do any of them have blue and purple and pink hair and nose rings and all these tattoos all over their body? Do they have that? And she said, no. He said, you got to practice how you want to play the game. So here's the thing I'm going to tell you. I want you to Google the man that you like. What's the man you want? What he do? You want a doctor? You want the this, you want the that, you want the corporate man. Some of y'all still trying to get y'all a rapper. Some of y'all crazy. Y'all still trying to get y'all a rapper. Okay. But so Google the man that you want. That type of man. What industry he in? Oh, you like a businessman? Okay, look at the top CEOs. And I want you to look at their wives. I want you to look at their girlfriends. What they look like. Because that's the arena that you're about to go play in. Now, I know this is some stuff that y'all don't want to hear. It's some stuff that y'all like, she over here being, okay, whatever, I don't know, internet fodder. Listen, here's what I need y'all to understand. Miss Patricia said, true, and you got to stay fit to keep them. Don't let yourself go too far. That's the thing. I want you to Google the men that you like. They corporate, they entrepreneurs, they on the corporate, they the senior vice president of the such and such company, or the Fortune 500 company. I want you to go look at their families. I want you to go look at their wives. I want you to go look at their girlfriends, because that's the arena that you want to go play in. You're going to have to look the part, boo. And we can sit up here and act like aesthetics don't matter and that you're going to win us with your shining, winning personality. Love that. Love that for you. But when he see you at the bar, he don't see your shining, winning personality. He see what you look like in that dress. When he meets you out at the grocery store, he not looking at your shining personality while you pushing that buggy through. He trying to see what that ass do. Okay? And some of y'all got too much. You lose a little bit. All right? Let's be clear. So Karen said the over 40, God tries to turn you off after that statement. I don't know what that means. Drop that in, elaborate on that, Karen, in the chat. But seriously, I want us to be well in the world, but I also want us to, like, come on, y'all. We deserve to be well. We deserve to be healthy. We deserve to be fit. Here's what I was walking around the park the other day with my homegirl. I was like, I deserve a fit man. I deserve a fit man. I work too hard. Why do I want to go be with somebody who is not working at least coming close to the level way I work out? What do I want? Because what are we going to do together? We're not equally yoked. See, some of y'all want to apply that to your prayer life. Some of y'all need to try that equally yoked to your fitness life. What you about to do with him? If he already down bad, what you about to do? You about to get up in the bed and do what with him? Look at your phone and go on to pull up a video and get you a rose. That's what you're going to do. Mm-hmm. Look, I feel like I'm ignorant today. I'm ignorant today. I don't have all my faculties today. Okay. Today I'm just like, I'm off the cuff. Okay. I'm just on here talking shit. I'm just like, I gotta get ready for the next show that we about to film in 20 minutes. And I just wanted to make sure I came on so Latrice gonna say, look at your dad's wife. She not out of shape. Exactly. Do you see that, Latrice? Look at that. Latrice said, look at your dad's wife. She not out of shape. Y'all be sitting up here, all the older ladies be like, I love your dad. I could have been your stepmama. I'm like, no, you couldn't have. Y'all be coming up to me talking about, I could have been your stepmama, baby. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Baby, y'all better go Q Langston, okay? Because ain't no way y'all sitting up here talking about this. Listen, she sure is. Listen, at 60 years old. So here's what I want you to, that's what 60 looks like. I said this last week. When I look at my training partners, I train with women that are in their 50s, that train with women from their 20s all the way up to their 60s. And when I look at these women who are in their 50s who I train with, who are in their 60s who I train with, that's what that looks like. We always want to make all these like, oh, you look good for your age. No, that's what that age is supposed to look like. That's what that age looks like in my mind. And so we can sit up here and talk about, what we want, but are we willing to sacrifice for what we want? We can talk about the things that we desire in our lives, but what are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to put the fork down and go get on that treadmill? Are you willing to push that plate back and go get out there and get them steps? Are you going to get up here, keep talking about it, or are you going to actually be about it in your life? Because we keep talking about the things that we want, but the proof is going to be in the pudding. You are going to have to actually show up, commit, and do the work to get the results. You got to do it. Celeste said, no lies told. She said one of the docs has tats all down his arm. Best doc I ever had, but he a guy, double standards. Tattoos on arms and tattoos on face and neck is very different. So when we can talk, I know plenty of doctors that have tattoos, but not tattoos on their face. They are not all these piercings on their face, and they ain't tatted all up and through their neck. I haven't met that doctor. Have y'all? Where doctor? Have y'all seen on the arms? Right? We got doctors that got tattoos on their arms, but I ain't never been the one. And a surgeon. Yeah. This girl said she wanted to be a surgeon, and she said she had tattoos all up and piercings all over her face. Yeah, and pink and purple hair. So we're not talking about the tattoos on the arm. So some of y'all, cause y'all so literal, I gotta drill in on these specifics. Okay, we're not talking about you got a tattoo on your arm. Okay, that can be covered by your white coat. Okay, we talking about shit that can't get covered up by your white coat. Okay, that's what we talking about. So yeah, I'm trying to keep up with this chat, but it's not loading properly. Let's see. Let me catch up on these chats. Siobhan Shepherd says you can help him get to where he wants to be, though. Okay. For all the men in the room, there are men in the room, y'all. This woman says you can help this man get to where he needs to be. So, okay, you're out, you meet a super fit woman. Now, I'm talking to my guys in here in committed relationships. Will is married, damn near married. Okay. So you meet a woman and she is super fit. You don't work out at all. Are you even trying to get with her?
What you mean? Like trying to approach her, or we already in the beginning of it? Or in
the beginning, you meet a fit, she fit and fine. Okay. So you like, I'm gonna have her help me get to where I need to be.
I don't think that's realistic. The time is gonna run out on that.
The time is gonna run out on the guy. This is a 30. How old you, Dom? 31. He said the time is gonna run out on that. Ooh, that's wisdom. Hold on, somebody's gonna catch it when they get to the car. Amen. Hallelujah. Somebody's gonna catch it when they get to the car. He said the time is gonna run out on that. Come on, God. The time. Some of y'all keep investing too much time in their raggedy ass potential. Oh, I can help him get his belly off. Okay. Good luck at that. Come on.
But I might
somebody else pull up on her and who already there.
Yeah.
Oh, they said.
Put the time in on that.
That's fair.
They said, what's gonna happen when somebody who already there pull up on her? Well, now she weighing her options.
But see, that's what. So
you want a finished product or you want a work in progress?
That's why I would start working out though. I'd be like, I gotta hurry up. I gotta catch
Will's
up.
like, I gotta catch up.
Yeah.
Dom said the clock gonna run out.
But it both ways. It can go both ways.
Listen, it can go both ways. But Shaka came in with her praise report. She said, I'm about to boast. I've come from 165 to 138, standing at 5'9". Yes, she has exceeded. Come on, Shaka, you did real good. She been on the challenges. She been doing all of that. Valerie said, we're not doing Build-A-Bear men. Potential is not cute after 20. Said potential's not cute. Dope Law, thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate that. Like this, like our first one on this live. I love that. Oh my God, we got us some money. We made us some money in this hour. Amen. I've been working my minimum wage black job today. I done made my wage for the hour. Dope Law, shout out to Dope Law. Brandi, what are your top 5 self-help books in general? Have you read Act Like a Success, Think Like a Success? Yes, I have read Act Like a Success, Think Like a Success. My top 5 personal development books, I would probably say Discover the Power Within You by Eric Butterworth. Personal development, Surrender, Marianne Williamson. Why am I looking at the book? A Return to Love. A Return to Love. Discover the Power Within You by Eric Butterworth. A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. Untethered Soul, Michael Singer, personal development. I would probably then have to go with my top 5. Top 5 personal development. Damn, what would I do? Untethered Soul, A Return to Love, Discover the Power Within You. I would probably have to go Breakthrough Sold Separately, my own book. And then I would probably do A Course in Miracles. I would do A Course in Miracles. Those would be my top 5. So thanks so much for dropping that in. Yeah, we not doing Build-A-Bear. I think you can help a man do. That is what we do, right? We are incubators. As women, we incubate dreams, right? We nurture dreams. We love you to push you, to propel you into it, right? But we cannot give you ambition, all right? We cannot give you ambition. You have got to come already, ambition included. Like how they say batteries included, ambition included. One thing that you are going to find that if you are more ambitious, I literally, I was just telling this story earlier about the guy I dated. I was like, I don't think he got enough hustle for me. He wake up too late. Listen, he wake up too late. He wake up too late. Could you please put that in the chat for us, please? And thank you. The books that are posted when you get a chance. I think we have them on the Vaught and Powers Amazon store. If you go look on the Amazon store, we have a lot of these books listed on the Amazon store. But Discover the Power Within You by Eric Butterworth, A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson, A Course in Miracles, my own book, and then Untethered Soul. So Breakthrough Soul separately, and then Untethered Soul. And the reason I put my own book in there, because me writing that book was the breakthrough. All right. Me writing that book was the breakthrough. It was my own personal development journey. It was the thing that gave me the confidence to stand in this season of my life. What I did then has built this platform for me to stand on. So I'm really excited about that. All right, you guys, I got to get ready because we are filming a show in a few minutes, and I got to be ready for that. So I want to thank y'all for joining. It's Winning Wednesday. For all my people who Dope Law, thank you for the donation. Is that what they call them on the YouTube? The donation. We got us a donation in the church today. We got the building fund. Okay, listen. We over there clapping. Nakia got her tambourine. We about here praise dancing for our first donation on the live on a Winning Wednesday. So we're really grateful. So those top 5 books that I named, Discover the Power Within You by Eric Butterworth. A Return to Love, Marianne Williamson. A Course in Miracles. Breakthrough Soul separately, and Untethered Soul, Michael Singer. Breakthrough Soul separately is by your girl, Brandi Harvey. You can find it on Amazon, where all books are sold. Y'all, it's Winning Wednesday. Tomorrow, Vaught and Powers Talks, our 100th episode. 100 episode. Funny Marco dropping 10 a.m. tomorrow. I will see you guys there 10 a.m. And next week, Winning Wednesday. All right, you guys, eat well. Give a damn. Move your body.